Let's go.
All right, we are live.
Hello. Welcome to the Punk Rock Libertarians Podcast, episode 498. I am Otto. Tonight I'm joined with Jared.
Hey, guys.
And there's MC Noda 300. What's up, Alex?
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Good. And the misinformant, James Babb.
No, I'm the malinformant.
Oh, malinformant. It's too small on my screen. I gotta zoom in on that.
That means I say things that are true but potentially harmful.
Potentially harmful. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
That probably should be censored anyway, even though it's true kind of stuff. Yeah. Great to be here.
And good to have you. And the token minarchist here. Hi, Kyle.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here.
Fuck yeah. So, we missed last week because we were celebrating Insurrection Day or Treason Day, whatever you want, however you celebrated. But so we're back in the saddle, and we've missed apparently the new leftist boomer lib QAnon is now Project 2025.
Oh no, that sounds awful.
We were discussing this before because there's so much, I guess, mis, and disinformation about this, which is pretty fucking funny. All of it. We break it all down. It's still all funny, but there's so many things on here. So one of the main things that was going around spreading like wildfire was from a lot of these leftist things, like a lot of these leftist websites and social media.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
The project got him.
They got him.
Yeah.
It's true.
Right.
We can't.
We should maybe
these guys
mention
up.
like what is this? Do you guys know what it is and like who's behind it?
So my understanding is that Project 2025 is a project, or it's an effort to get a bunch of Christian conservative people into power.
By the Heritage Foundation.
By the Heritage Foundation.
Let's just start out with who it is. So if you know the Heritage Foundation, you can imagine they're super collectivist, conservative, like pro-regime. Kyle, you probably know more about them. They're probably something that right up your
Don't
aisle,
they
right?
do the Economic Freedom Index? Isn't that them?
I thought that was Cato.
No, I think it's the Heritage Foundation. I'll verify that though. But yeah, basically, so it's the Heritage Foundation, and there's like, you can apply to be on their list of people, and then they have a number of different things they want to implement, which are just, your basic like end abortion, World War III. Let's see.
Yeah.
Arby's 5 for $5 returns, ashtrays in Burger King, pull tab beer cans.
This is not it.
CD
players back in cars.
No fat chicks in the SI swimsuit issue.
Spuds McKenzie cloned with DNA.
Federal
bailout for the Red Lobster.
Oh yeah, that's something I could get behind.
But this is the other one that's been going around.
This is what it's mostly all false. It's even according to Project 2025.
They definitely
who put Trump's picture on it? Like, let's start with that.
Yeah.
Like, who's connecting this to Trump? And
Trump's
I
actually
think Trump has already disavowed
this.
it. Yeah. So where did that image come from with Trump's face on it?
One of those little like gay Gen Z people that are on the payroll. What's that guy's name? That one, the not real person who was always backing Biden. That little kid. What's his name? I don't know.
Isn't it like two kids?
Yeah,
like two brothers or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Fucking sketch.
Well, as any of this stuff, I mean, first of all, I don't really see anything in there that's really even interesting. Oh, cut Social Security. Whoop-de-doo. Ban contraceptives. Yeah, I bet. Right. So when you're banging a porn star, you don't get to wear a rubber. Like, what? Like what? That sounds Trumpish. Sure.
I mean, there's some stuff on here that
just raise prescription drug prices. Just raise them for no reason.
Yeah, just raise them.
That libertarians would get behind on here, right? I mean, cutting Social Security, Medicare, right?
I mean, anyone that actually believes this is retarded, honestly.
Eliminating the Department of Education. So I wanted to ask when I was a few years ago really involved in politics. It was we always talked about Agenda 21, and how that was being pushed and disseminated down through local governments. Like, was that project completed, or where are we at with that
What's
one?
the status? What's the project status?
They moved on to Agenda 2030, and right, like they just kind of.
Oh, was that the year?
Yeah, it's still in work.
Well, was it? Yeah, 2021's come and gone, man.
Okay, so they just renamed it.
The real Project 2025 is Mandate for Leadership, a conservative promise. Like, oh my goodness. Taking the reins of government. This is like, they're like, if you could just give us the reins, we will whip you better than any other
Nice.
master. Just let us rein you in.
Just 922 pages.
Dear Lord.
Yeah,
I know.
Light reading.
Guys, I got some bad news.
Buckle in. We're going to be here for a while.
It's going to be a long show. We're going to go.
Facebook won't let me. Facebook won't let me post for an hour. Sorry, guys. They know they're on my game, my spam game. So our viewership might be down a little bit tonight.
You might actually have to participate.
Can I read at
least for the first 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Sure. This work, Mandate for Leadership 2025, the Conservative Promised, is a collective effort of hundreds of volunteers who have banded together in the spirit of advancing positive change for America. Our work is by no means a comprehensive compendium of conservative policies, nor blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it's a group of volunteers. We're just volunteering. It's just a blueprint to rule humanity better than those other people. You know, like whoop-de-doo.
Which it's really a platform, right? You know, what are our policy positions going to be?
I told you, these are the guys that do the Index of Economic Freedom.
Okay.
Which I always thought was really cool. But
yeah, but how is Ireland number 3? Come on now.
I don't know.
Ireland's pretty cool.
I mean, at least they don't have the U.S. at number 1, right?
Oh no, they definitely don't. Property rights 93.5. Judicial effectiveness.
They're not part of the EU, so that's a start.
Property rights.
No.
When did that happen?
I mean, they're basing property rights on like the rule of law, which is probably fallacious, but in a sense, I guess you can.
I'm pretty sure Ireland's not part of the EU.
I mean, you can do this for the states, right? For the United States, each individual state.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they do rank the states. It's probably California and New York sort of at the bottom.
You know what they should do is start recruiting like young
United States
Project 2025 leaders and start doing the Klaus Schwab thing. Like try to get like start recruiting people in and like grooming them for this.
This was just a big nothing. Like, you know, none of this stuff's gonna happen whatsoever. But like the Democrats are like,
just a promo for the Heritage Foundation, and everybody's running with it. And
right, but you know, Biden fucked up the debate so bad they have to move on to something. They had to create
a fear mongering.
Like, look what so
it's like, look, Biden might be shitting his pants on stage, but like if you get Trump in, he's gonna turn it into The Handmaid's Tale.
Right. So look what I posted about Joyanne Reed's reaction to this. Just it's on the tweet in there in the group chat, in the private chat.
They're reeing about this and making such a big deal about it.
You should listen to what she says. This woman's fucking out of her mind.
Was this the TikTok video? Because this is definitely not on her show.
I think this is her TikTok video. I mean, this just goes to show you, like, but this is the mindset though.
How unhinged they are.
This is how
is that you keep that man and that Project 2025 plan out of power. That's all you need to understand. And to do that, you are going to need to vote against the party that has embraced white Christian nationalism. The Republican Party
white Christian nationalism.
All of it gone. Replaced with this white
I say in my $1 million house, probably.
Right.
What matters in this upcoming election is that you keep that man and that Project 2020.
All right.
Yeah, that's all they're running on.
I mean, it should have been longer than that.
Well, hold on. I just posted. I think we all want to know what Whoopi Goldberg has to say on this.
Oh yeah, I gotta hear Whoopi.
I just posted
the arch nemesis.
There's a link. There's a video here.
Is there a video in this? All right.
Listen, I'm just
Yeah.
going to add my 2 cents because I wasn't here on the
Oh,
day
here we
that
go.
y'all talked about
There
it.
we go. 2 cents.
I don't care if he's pooped his pants. I don't care if he can't put a sentence together. Show me he can't do the job, and then I'll say, okay, maybe it's time to go. Now, he had a bad night the first time that he went out and debated with Kamala Harris. And everybody wanted him to quit then and say, you can't talk to women like this, or you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. He came back, said, you know what, I got it, and gave 4 years. So, yeah, I have poopy days all the time. I step in so much poo you
All the
can't
time.
even imagine.
I can. Actually, I can.
Now, I'm not running the world.
You look like it right now.
But I don't know anybody who doesn't step
What are the
in
other? Look at the other
stuff
women at the table.
at some
They're kind
point.
of just
So
like,
I'm
oh
just
my
simply
god.
saying, yeah, there are 2 debates.
They're like, no wonder
And
it
if he
smells like a
can't
shit
do
up
what he
here.
needs to do
Yeah,
for
they're
the
like,
second debate,
yeah, like
I'll
Whoopi's-
join
That
any
explains a
crusade
lot,
to get rid of
Whoopi.
him.
Thanks.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, this is upsetting.
Yeah. A lot of poop.
Yeah.
A lot of poopy days. I just call
Yeah.
them days.
We've all had poopy
Fans-
days. Wait,
We've all
wait.
had
No,
poopy
we
days.
haven't. Actually, Whoopi, most people aren't out there pooping themselves every day. Like,
Guys, I just get how many times just like, man, today's just not going my way. Oh crap, my pants are soiled.
Well, you-
Well, they're the poopy days.
I mean, does like a errant shart count?
I think so. That's a little poopy.
I mean,
I
this
think
is.
a little bit of poopy.
Do you guys see some of the clips
Well,
today? Apparently, right now
you
he's
stepping
giving
in it?
his.
I'm not stepping in it. No, it stays firmly in my.
Apparently,
Anyways, let's
right
move
now,
on.
apparently Biden right now is giving a press conference. He just introduced a Zelensky earlier. I guess this is at the NATO conference that's going on in DC. Was
This
it
is
70?
so-called big boy?
Yeah, well, I think that was slightly delayed because it was supposed to start at 6:30, and I'm just seeing Twitter as we're live right now. I'm seeing like some Twitter. There's
wait a
one
minute.
gap.
It's
But here's
hold on. It's after 8 p.m. They don't let it like he doesn't go
Oh,
out
shit,
after
that's
8.
right. He can't
like-
be doing anything after this.
Yeah.
well,
Oh no, poor guy.
Make sure it doesn't touch water.
And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
You did it.
President Putin. You can beat President Putin.
President Putin?
President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President,
I'm better.
you are a hell of a lot better.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Did he just call him Putin?
Yeah,
He
said
did.
President.
No,
Putin.
he didn't. No, I was.
That just
No, he
happened.
didn't.
yeah, that happened like
Yeah,
an hour ago.
July
July
11th,
11th,
2024.
That's today's date. Yeah.
No. Oh no, dude, Joe. This is now just all meat, Joe. I think the CGI Joe is what they could get away with during COVID.
Dude, is Zelensky like 4.5 feet tall?
yes,
Yeah.
he's fucking
He's a little
tiny,
guy.
dude.
I mean, I'm a short guy, but goddamn, dude.
I'm gonna
He
guess
has
he
to be
needs
shorter than you.
he
Yeah,
needs
he's
more
gotta be
money
shorter
and
than me, man.
more weapons, right? That's what they want.
Oh yeah. He's so rich now.
Yeah, and then this, I guess this was later on, but this is I guess the big boy press conference. I guess that immediately followed. It wasn't. I don't know what it was available on. I didn't hear anything, but listen to this question. So this is the Biden press conference. I heard you like this.
What concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to
No.
be president. So let's start there. Number one.
No.
What concerns do you have
I gotta hear
about
this.
Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president.
My god, dude.
Oh God.
As we were going live, I see all these memes with like Trump's face with Kamala's hair, and they're like Vice President Trump. I'm like, what the fuck did I just miss? And then I just stumbled across that.
Oh. Yes,
Dude,
I mean,
this is the end of
you
the
know
road.
reality. Yeah, reality's getting so bad.
over.
You see the relevant memes, and it still makes no sense. You're like, how is this even
You're
possible?
too late.
He's
Yeah.
crashing.
It's over. They're going to install
look, you guys all noticed that basically everybody turned their back on Genocide Joe, Pedo Pete. What are they calling him now?
Yeah, that's those are the latest.
Poopy Joe.
CGI Joe.
It's
Poopy
creating
Joe.
a real schism
Poopy Joe.
within the Democratic Party, right? Because you have Biden loyalists and anybody that wants somebody different, and they're all arguing.
They know, right? They know Kamala is doomed, or they would have already picked her. She would have already been the candidate if they thought they had a prayer with her.
Completely.
So they know I think they were like, well, look, let's just see if he can just hold it together, and then we'll see if we can get Trump out in the courts and just try to hold it together. I think all their strategies have failed. I don't know if even the Democrats can cheat their way out of this one. Like,
I still gotta think that she would do better than Trump would. I'm sorry, not better than Trump, but that she would do better than Biden would.
Dude, is that shit contagious? You just had a poopy Biden moment.
I was just like,
Poopy Jared.
Brain cancer
Poopy
that's
Jared.
transmitted over 5G.
better check your pants, Jared.
I better turn off my Wi-Fi now.
Kyle says you better check your pants.
Do we like Trump here?
No.
I'll like him if he lets Ross out.
If he frees Ross and he follows through with some of the promises he made at the Libertarian Convention.
Fuck.
But
Then
no.
I would
Trump
respect
is so
him
bad.
as
He's a
a
war
terrorist you
criminal.
can negotiate with. Like, if he lets Ross out, we'll know that he keeps his word as a terrorist. Like, he let the prisoner out after he got our money. Okay.
He's still a prison warden, but maybe he'll let one of the
Yeah.
prisoners out.
This is how you negotiate, right? Like, first, like, prove to us he's okay, then you give him the money, and then you're like, you work out in this case, it's like, make me supreme ruler of the world, and I'll let one of your guys out. Like, okay. Like, sure.
Fine.
All right, why
Well,
not?
I
Fuck it.
mean, he
Better
already
than,
has.
better than old poopy pants, Genocide Joe,
That's a very poopy genocide he has.
Trump already has a 4-year track record, right? So a lot of the fear mongering about like what he's going to do when he gets into power, it's not going to stick because he's, people are like, well, he was already president. Gas was $1.78, and like,
I could afford groceries.
But keep in mind all the horrible shit he did. Like, nobody criticizes him for all the horrible shit that he did in office.
That's
in
the
fact,
thing
he increased the money supply more than Biden did. A lot of this inflation, the Democratic loyalists should be blaming Trump for. They should have pinned that on him day one.
Then they'd have to admit that Keynesianism doesn't work.
Exactly. and they're planning on going to double or triple it as soon as they get a chance.
And they're going to, Biden's going to surpass the amount of money printed than Trump did. I believe. Where did I see that? I just saw that. So by the time Biden's out of here, the Fed will have printed more under Biden than Trump. Either way, we're facing hyperinflation. I mean,
how do you manage to do that?
Right. Oh my God. Like, and then the fact, like, the detachment from reality, and then just from what's going on, dude. It is just peak clown world right now. The things that they want us to be concerned about, mainly like these delusional Democrats, because that's all they have to run on is this like fear mongering on Project 2025. And women's reproductive rights. I love this inversion of truth, the reproductive freedom, or reproductive freedom. You mean like murdering babies? Like, I'm so sick of fucking, like, that's all they have to run on. And they might pull the Kamala switch. She was down. I don't know. I think they're gonna have to at some point. They're so fucking
they can't
desperate.
run this guy. They can't run this guy. I mean, literally, you could put anybody up there and they'd probably do better, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
like, even Kamala, even though she is also like half retarded, I think she's not full. She's not full retarded.
She's going full retarded for the black woman vote, and she's really spinning up that demographic. And it was crazy because like one of my coworkers, fellow instructors, she came in. She's like, "Oh, so you hear about this Project 2025? Trump wants to abolish OSHA," and I'm like, "Good." Fucking get rid of it, and I was talking. She's like, "Well, how can you do that?" I'm like, "All these federal departments just came out since the 70s. We've lived
Well, how much teeth do these organizations have anymore since that Supreme Court ruling?
That too, that
we didn't really talk about that on this show, but basically the Supreme Court ruled that like unless there's actual laws written about shit, like agencies just can't make up stuff. Basically, I mean whether that's going to still apply, who knows? But like that means like the ATF can't just arbitrarily make gun rules. It means all these departments just can't make arbitrary rules.
Oh, Chrissy, come on. She doesn't know who Ross is. Well, anyway.
freeross.org.
Yep. Go there, freeross.org, and you can read all about it yourself. Just know he's a good guy. He doesn't deserve to be in jail. That's it.
Yeah.
He created like an Amazon for illegal drugs. It was like a version of Amazon called the Silk Road, and he was arrested for it, and he received like a very heavy sentence.
Double life sentence plus 40 years.
Double life sentence plus 40 years, which I don't understand what the point of anything more than a life sentence is, because life is life.
Well,
and,
case of reincarnation, you have to go back.
Yeah, I think
it's also if they commute one sentence, they basically have to commute all three.
Yeah, they really gave him. It was a very heavy-handed sentence.
Dude, imagine Trump fucks up.
That's Trump's like he commuted. Trump commutes Ross Ulbricht's sentence, but only one of them.
And I'm not sure that he himself.
I kept my promise.
He wasn't selling the drugs himself, as far as I know. He created a platform on the dark web that other people used to sell drugs. So he built a website,
more or less like a Craigslist for crypto.
That's exactly what we're saying, Chrissy. So you're selling me a rapist can get 2 years and drugs get you life, basically. And he didn't even sell drugs. They couldn't even. Like, it's just such a scam. It was just such a an absolute abuse of everything. Like, and it wasn't even life. It's life plus how many years? It's like
double life plus 40.
Double life.
People that were convicted of selling drugs on Silk Road, I think that like the most they got was like 10 years, and they were out already.
Right.
Like that were selling drugs. But the thing is, Silk Road was like the first killer app of Bitcoin. It gave people a reason to have Bitcoin. It made Bitcoin a market player. It brought it on the scene, and like I think it's forever part of this turning point in history. It's into the digital currency era, and he was a big part of that.
They had to make them off. The regime had to make an example out of him.
They did. He's been in for over 10 years, I believe now. Is that right, guys? Has he done 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. It's sad to see. Like, it's been a while. His life is just ruined.
Sorry.
I posted another link of some Democratic commentary on Biden's status. I thought it's good to know what they're thinking, so we can plan accordingly. And I think Jared is there. He is
bringing up
the dots. Getting the beer.
That's okay.
Important things.
What am I pulling up? The this one.
Oh, I gotta. No, that's that. This one. I don't know if this. No.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Is that it?
All right.
This is what Maxine Waters, for those listening. Oh my gosh.
They've seen President Biden. They've lived through his presidency. They've also seen former President Trump. They've lived through his presidency. They've heard these arguments about democracy, about the fate of the election. And yet Trump is not only winning, but winning increasingly by a larger margin. So what is the plan among Democrats to change that trajectory? It sounds like you're talking about saying and doing all the same things, but do you believe that something needs to change?
I think we need to keep working.
They've seen President Biden.
All right. So, question. This is probably going to go over a lot of your guys' heads. Maybe. All right. So, who has done more? Maxine Waters touches her hair, or Mitch touches his nose and Dazed and Confused? That's just a joke from just me. All right, I'm convinced.
I mean, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I've seen it. He has a tick. He has like a nervous tick or something where he like rubs his nose. Yeah, pinches it. He pinches it.
He pinches it and like. always touches his note. Someone in the audience, please don't make me feel alone. Like Kyle, I appreciate that. You understand.
Yeah, I remember the movie for sure.
Hell yeah, it's a good movie. I know a lot of people like to shit on it now, but I liked it.
It's a solid movie.
People shit on that movie?
Yeah, oh yeah. A lot of the hipsters
Really? Wow.
like, oh, it's such an awful movie. It's so overdone. Like, blah. I'm like, nah, it was a good movie.
Well, it was a movie that was made more recently, and then it was about a prior time, right? You know, it was maybe made in the 80s, about the 70s or 60s.
No. It was made in 1993, and it was about the summer of 1770s or 1976. So
1970.
I think now, like the math goes that like they would, if they made that movie today, it'd be about the year like 2004 or 2006. So I can't do the math right, but you get it. You get my point.
Yeah, it was made later.
That'd be cool. It'd be about like emo shit and scene shit.
My dad talks about how just much more loose people were. He was like, I used to hitchhike to a golf course when I was 12 with my friend, and he was like, you know, I used to walk to school, and it was like a couple miles away, and it was like, you know, it just was a much safer
Uphill
time.
both ways.
I think. No, he really did. He did. We looked at it on a map where his school was compared to where his neighborhood was.
I used to go to school with a shotgun in my pickup truck, back of my pickup truck.
I mean, even I used to walk to school.
Way more safety conscious now, and there's like children are not nearly as unsupervised as they used to be. They're like you're
less helicopter parents.
It's all fear. It's all fear mongering because like the statistics don't show that it's changed at all.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Just, yeah.
From what I understand, I mean. Certain areas, yeah, like maybe Baltimore probably got worse, but like in general, like
it's just a lot of people now they're more like they can tell the stories and
like, dude, when I was a kid, when I was a kid, I used to run around my neighborhood without parental supervision, play like football in someone's yard or basketball in the other yard, like ride bikes all around,
yeah, dude.
But like I go back to my old neighborhood, my parents still live there. Like I never see any kids outside.
It's that video games like kind of killed that.
But even before, like even like maybe 10 years after I was gone, like it's probably been like 20 years now, but like it was still like already on the downtrend. Like just kids were just...
last thing I want to see are a bunch of punk kids roaming around my neighborhood. All right.
Okay, old man Bab.
He's got a point though. I'm old man guy now too because I fucking hate teenagers. I despise them. But even when I was a teenager, I hated teenagers.
I wasn't a teenager.
I used to walk to work. I used to walk to school, which is about maybe about a mile away. I used to walk there, and then I used to walk to work when I was like in high school. I'd walk to work, and I'd walk up to Route 1, and like these dumb kids would like throw rocks at me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in my uniform going to the convenience store to go work at, and the people are throwing rocks at me and shit. I used to go on midnight walks and just walk like it used to be Rite Aid. It was 24 hours, and I just walk up middle of the night, grab my CD player, just walk, just listen to like punk and hardcore metal bands. Just, I'd be out at like 1 and 2 in the morning when my parents like were asleep. They gave up. I was the youngest, so they just gave like that's fine. He's whatever. He'll be all right.
I think it's just a thing of we're just more exposed to more shit just because of social media and whatnot.
Yeah,
and so it makes you think that there's like a bunch of bad shit going on.
I know,
more than there was previously. Like so does anyone else have the Citizen app?
Oh,
is that like Nextdoor kind of?
Well, it's kind of like Nextdoor, but it actually shows like police alerts. So like if there is an actual crime being committed, it'll send you an alert, and then it'll show you on the map and like if it's within your radius or whatever. And like for the first like few years I lived in Baltimore, I was like, man, it's like there's not like it's pretty safe where I'm living. Like there's nothing going on here. Like I never experienced anything. I never saw anything. Then as soon as I get the Citizen app, it's just like constantly just blowing up with shit, like boom, 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 and I'm like, you know, it was better to just not know because I felt better, and like I didn't ever see any of it. So like, what's the I feel like that's kind of what's going on.
Does the Citizen app help you like snitch on your neighbors, or like does it like report suspicious activity?
Holy
or like
shit, dude!
No, I don't think so.
I've had to rail against these fucking Karens who did nothing but the entire weekend of 4th of July just bitch and moan about their stupid fucking anxiety-ridden stupid chihuahua that fucking pisses itself and shits itself because there's a little bit of fireworks. Like, I'm sorry. That
Same
dog's
with their
anxious.
husband who just came back from Afghanistan.
Yeah. All right.
All right, James. I'm really talking like I get it. I had a dog when I was a kid that didn't like lightning and used to like freak out. And if he was home by himself, he'd like literally chewed through a door because he freaked out. But a lot of these Karens, I think they just want the attention of it, and they're posting pictures of their dog underneath a chair, and you're like, my poor Spot, he can't function because there's fireworks outside. This is so, and like they're calling for like the cops and shit like that.
Oh god. Hey,
yeah, it's bad. I've railed against. I wish I saved some. I was like, you wretched old cunts. Like, you just go to hell.
Speaking of yeah, they're terrible. That's why I had to get. I was on the Nextdoor app during the COVIDs, reluctantly before like I was on it, and then during like those first couple weeks of COVIDs and the lockdowns, I was like, I need to get the fuck off this because I might I might murder some of my neighbors pretty soon, because they like. But back to the fireworks. Did you guys notice this? Did you notice a lot of fireworks going on like this year in particular, and like in your neighborhoods?
You did? It's every year.
Oh my god, yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Maybe because I was away pretty much all 4th of July week, but since I've been back, and I don't know, maybe it was just I was listening to No Agenda, and it was just like this was a really good point. They were saying like, yeah, like it's pretty quiet with fireworks in our part of the, in our neck of the woods, and that's kind of an economic indicator. Like when people aren't launching off fireworks like a month before and a month after 4th of July. I'll be honest,
dude.
Man,
people are launching off fireworks in the city like year round, man.
Those are gunshots, Jared.
Yeah, Jared, you live. Yeah.
Oh,
you do live in.
No, that's the other thing is on the neighborhood app, which is like the Ring app where you can actually post stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On that one, like there'll be clearly it's fireworks, right? And people are on there. Did you hear that gunshot? Did you hear that gunshot? Like it's like, dude, it's
fireworks.
People asking about like what are this what you call it,
the suspicious person, and it's like Otto.
What? The helicopter one is what pisses me off the worst. They're like, what is this helicopter about? Like,
oh
dude,
yeah,
you live right near 195, 295, 95, 695. They're all there, like just all sorts of car accidents all the time, and the helicopters always come. Like, so stupid.
I don't like the fireworks. I'm okay with like the 4th of July from 9 to 10, fine, but like 1 o'clock
to be carefully regulated. Government
1 o'clock in the morning, like or after.
Kyle's trying to one up Babs on the old man.
Have a minarchist 4th.
Well, you have a 1-year-old, and it's like she's asleep, and you're just like, it's a week before 4th of July. You're like, why are you out there blowing off mortars? I don't know. It's just
annoying.
It's not a whole month. It's not supposed to be a whole month celebration.
Why not?
It should be an everyday celebration. You were right, Kyle.
If I never saw another firework again in my life, I would be happy. I don't care. I don't care about fireworks. I don't care. I do it for the kids. I do it for my wife. Whatever. But at the same time, though, I don't feel the need. Like I've had fireworks wake up my kids before. It sucks. It's annoying. It happens. But this will probably won't happen ever again. So you just go through it one time. That's it. And that's
just tell them, say, look, we're pretending that we live in Gaza, and this is what they deal with every night.
Look, I get it on that night on the 4th of July. Like people are out shooting off fireworks. That's part of the celebration. I get it, but like, why a week and a half later are you still shooting off fireworks?
Because you haven't used all the fireworks you bought.
Yeah, it's over. It's over, man.
What are you supposed to throw your fireworks in the trash and be wasteful?
You save them till next year.
I think they go bad.
Kyle proposes fireworks.
Too much humidity.
Amnesty fireworks drop boxes in the community.
Yeah.
To drop off any unused fireworks.
Just put them in your local town hall.
Yeah,
just set them off
or under, or just maybe just put like a drop box under City Hall.
Right.
Right. Like
it
just
doesn't
everybody
need to
bring
be
their
every
leftover
night.
explosives. Maybe you've got some leftover mining explosives. Maybe you've got 4th of July fireworks. Maybe you just came back from Afghanistan with some tannerite. whatever it is. Like
you're gonna
load it up. Questions asked. We're just gonna put it. We're gonna make a big pile underneath City Hall and just hope nothing happens.
Or better yet,
they do it on other
fireworks. Days. What's like that called?
They do it on other holidays. It's like Labor Day, and they're like, "Yeah, let's shoot them off," you know. And you're like,
"Dude,
what are you doing?" What's that?
Any excuse around here.
I think it's because it's illegal in Maryland. I saw it was a post I posted on the LP page of like Montgomery County Police, like fireworks are illegal, and here's the tip line, the 311 number, or non-emergency number to report on illegal fireworks.
Why isn't that an emergency? Why, just call 911. If it's not government approved, then you got to call the cops immediately.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know they were illegal based on the amount of fireworks that are being launched off. Like, Well,
because we live so close to Pennsylvania, Virginia, where you just go right over the lines, my state lines, and then you could get all the good shit.
I heard you can't buy them up there if you actually live up there. You have to be like in Maryland.
No, they're only open to Maryland. Yeah. You have to show up.
No one's ever been able to figure out, like, you can't sell them to people in your state or in my state, but you can sell them in your state to people from my state.
Dude,
but,
I found a relevant meme
some
to this situation, Jared.
Bullshit.
You should post this meme.
I agree. It's
what's that?
Stupid.
I found a relevant meme that I forgot I posted, so you should.
People should just save their conversation. If you didn't use all the fireworks, save them and wait till November and use it in the Dropbox and drop them in the ballot boxes. Drop off your ballots. That's a good one. Yeah. My neighbor's Facebook post about.
Oh, where's my favorite one? I gotta find my favorite one where it says like, "Your dog's not afraid of fireworks. Your dog just hates America." I gotta find that one. Oh man,
dude, the Dundalk firework, the Dundalk 4th of July.
Oh,
you saw that?
Where's the video?
Dude, I have it right here. Hold on.
Nice.
Coming to the rescue.
Dude. Unfortunately, I was not around that week. I was
like,
down
where's Alex, dude?
I was down in Williamsburg, Virginia on vacation. So
people don't
was this the football game gone wrong?
All right, I just shared it in the chat. So for people who don't understand, Dundalk is like the trash part of like East Baltimore, like county, where
that's where I live. So
that's where. But you're not from there. That's the
you're
new blood.
Real quick.
You're first generation Dundalk. There's a lot of people that have been there since its founding in like 1900, and it's a community of people where they just can't get out of the community. They just live there. They inbreed. It's fine.
It's fine.
So Dundalk has its own. It's just so trashy. So if you're watching live, you get to see the video of this. This is the local news report on the 4th of July, Dundalk style. So start it over. There's a Dundalk rapper. This dude has a Dundalk tattoo on his belly, right here, and they're interviewing. And here we go. This interview. Straight out of Dundalk.
Everybody in Dundalk looks like they're on
I'm a hillbilly from Dundalk. So I don't need
no shoes.
Aren't your feet going to burn?
No, it's not that hot. It's really not that hot.
It's 90 degrees.
Aren't you worried about fentanyl needles?
That's it.
Yeah,
dude, we need the full song of that one. It's
I have.
Thing.
Oh, dude, they have one. It's a copy off of California by by Dr. Dre and
Tupac.
Tupac. They have one. It's for Dundalk. It's
oh my god.
It gets worse before it gets even worse.
That bad?
It's so bad. Yeah.
I just posted a really festive fireworks display from a football game.
Oh,
it's hard to believe this is real. Maybe you guys could fact check this for me. I mean, somebody was really, getting into the spirit, and unfortunately, it had unforeseen consequences.
Uh-oh. Judge bringing up the docs.
Hold on.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, here we go. Yeah, get it full screen.
So they're celebrating.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this one's hilarious.
Oh!
Whoa! This is in Provo, Utah, and everyone's celebrating this crowd, and then all of a sudden this thing sucks. Like they drop like drone strikes.
Dude, that is basically like Gaza.
Yeah.
Holy
even
shit.
the marching band takes a hit.
Oh.
Oh no! They got the flute player, man. Or was that the color guard? I don't know.
Is that real?
Yeah,
it's real.
That
dude.
definitely looks real.
I heard about it.
So for those listening, yeah, it's like they had a military flyover and they're shooting off like mortars from like the upper deck, and some of them just went errant and started hitting people in the crowd, hitting the marching band. Holy shit!
Hey, what's a little collateral damage, right? You know, like come on.
Holy shit! That is
It's
wild.
the most moral army in the world. Oh wait, this wasn't the Israeli army. This was the U.S. Army.
Fire. Yes, multiple people are reportedly injured after multiple fireworks malfunctioned and shot into the crowd during the opening ceremonies for the 4th of July show.
Now, let me ask you guys, what's the protocol? Are you allowed to return fire if you're taking hits like that? Like, shouldn't you be allowed to defend yourself and to like return fire against whoever's launching rockets at you?
Yeah, let me just pull out my RPG and just shoot it at the
whatever you've got
at the F-15.
So the ATF wishes everyone a safe and happy Independence Day. Remember, practice caution when using fireworks as part of your celebration. They teach you how to suck dick in ATF school. I was proud of that meme. Every time the ATF posts
motorcycle show.
Yeah, Sunday Anarchy. Yeah.
Oh man.
Sorry, I had to share that.
Did you guys launch any fireworks off yourselves?
No, I didn't do that.
No,
it's a waste of money. It's like $10,000. Like this guy puts it on at a local school, and it's like Catonsville High School does like the big celebration one, and we went to this local middle school which sits on the hill behind Catonsville, so it's like the Patapsco Valley. So you could see the Catonsville fireworks in the background, and they had like this guy like spent like $10,000 just doing his own fireworks at this local middle school or elementary school. So we just went there, sat on the hill, and just like you could see all the fireworks in all the region because it's on this huge hill. So that's where me and my family went. My daughter was actually in the parade, so that was pretty cool.
Did you guys say this?
Oh, this
is... I'm going to come in the overflow room. I'm going to come in the overflow room.
He's going to come in the overflow room.
He's done.
Do not come.
Again?
Do not come.
Do not come. Has someone made that mashup yet? I haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, there. Yes.
Okay. Someone send that to me, please.
What does he mean? I don't even know. Like he was like, I need to get over to the microphone to tell the crowd that I'm going to come in the overflow room.
Meet Joe, man.
I guess it's. Is that where he shakes hands or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know.
The overflow room.
He's gonna come in there.
You might want to get out of there, guys.
Dude, I bet you. Dude, he's gonna drop trowel on stage at some point. He's just gonna forget where he is and just fucking drop trowel, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna be game over, dude.
Well, or he'll just grab a kid and start sniffing. Oh wait, no, he's been doing that his whole
He's been already doing that.
So there's a video. I don't know. Did you guys hear about that viral post about this woman? She's like chasing this dude out of the store, like crying because like this dude just like straight jerked off on her leg.
What?
Yeah.
Why are you watching that shit, dude?
It just happened the other day. Well, someone spliced. I can't find it. Someone spliced Joe Biden saying that, and this girl like screaming and chasing this guy up, but instead of the guy, it's like Joe Biden. And he's just like, I'm going to come in the green floor. And she's screaming out to him, he just nutted on me. He just nutted on me. God.
I don't think that's appropriate. I don't
No,
think
it's not. It's not. But it made me laugh, though.
Speaking of nutting,
that's beneath our show.
What?
I want to see more of the Hawk Tuah girl. They're giving her own reality show, I hear, and she's going
get her on the show.
Comedy tour.
Can we get her on the show?
Man, she would be
too big for us.
I think she's too big for us.
Yeah, way too.
You'd be surprised.
We can only get like the B list people, like the Tiger King.
You guys need to think big, man. We could get top celebrities like the Hawk Tuah girl.
We got the fake libertarian guy off of Tiger King. That's as high as we're getting.
We've had some. Well, that was pretty big because that was all that was going on while everybody was locked in their homes.
Yeah,
I was glad I was not on that episode.
I mean, yeah, we've had Gary Johnson, but yeah,
we had We had a judge on this show. A judge.
a judge.
A judge.
We had a judge and a presidential nominee.
Yeah, when do we get our nominee on?
Let's get Chase on.
Hey, you guys want to
Chase?
Let's invite Chase and Mike Termott to come on the show together.
They'll never.
And then let's just ruin their candidate. Let's just
why not?
Instead of getting 0.7%.
You can't even ruin something that's like not even like it's like ruining like a broken glass. Like how do you ruin broken glass?
Did you see the latest promo here? And Jared, I have it in the chat. This is the latest fundraiser by the Chase campaign. Oh, is it still in here? It's in here.
It's there.
Did I put it in there?
It's so bad. It's
well, if you guys do get to talk to a girl, let me know. I want to make sure I listen to that episode because
I'll have you on, Kyle. It sounds like you're really interested.
I just think she's so fun. You know, everything is so like people are so pissed off about everything, and this is like she's just very like happy-go-lucky. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I assume she actually is into that, but like she was just having a good time, and every time I see her or hear from her, she's just like in high spirits. And it's refreshing, actually. I think she's the hero we need, to be honest.
Not the hero we deserve.
Not the hero we deserve.
Like Chase Oliver, right? Like we get Chase Oliver, and like we could have had her.
I know.
Like it's just constant negativity everywhere. You know what I mean? It's constant negativity, and you know she's a positive force. So I'm a fan. I don't have a hat or anything, but like you know.
I mean.
She got famous for talking about spitting on dicks, dude.
Yeah.
This is why America is great. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need any special talent. You don't need any special skill. You just make a video and you know, and like now you're famous.
Hey, Paris Hilton taught us that many, many years ago.
And then she said, "You get
Kim
me,
Kardashian.
You know, you get me," and laughed like she was joking. You know,
I got her.
I mean, I'm not hating for it. I'm just saying.
So there's
the facts.
There's the here, Jared, I'll pull it up here. Here's the you got it, the fundraiser from our presidential candidate. This you can go on a helicopter ride, or you
didn't share the link, dude.
Oh,
it was up there.
Wait, is it what you get to throw commies out of a helicopter
up there
with Mike Termott? Like what?
What do you mean it's up there?
Here,
I got it.
It's not up there.
There it is. So conquer your fears with Chase. Help us raise $5,000 and Chase will conquer his fear and ride in a helicopter. Are you willing to face your fears and vote third party?
Dude, that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah,
know.
so I have a
that's it. So there's
what a great setup for a proper meme. Right.
Yeah, there we go. Pinochet approves. He likes this post.
Oh man.
And then here's our response.
Oh. That's a Pinochet meme there, gentlemen, for all you listeners. Yeah, the jokes just write themselves.
Yeah,
and
like,
I think so I had a I'm not going to name his name, but Jared and Alex, you probably saw this, but he was like,
I mean, what is hold on, look, let's go back. Like, what is who's like, oh, this is a great idea. People are gonna pay money for
you go on a fucking helicopter.
Someone to go on a cool helicopter ride that everybody would love to go on.
You don't even get to go on the helicopter ride with him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
you get to pay. I'm like, hey, I'm going to Jamaica. Who wants to pay for my trip to Jamaica?
Yeah.
So
and like
also weird tie into like voting third party.
Yeah. This is what our buddy said.
Every $100 you send to punk rock libertarians, I'll drink a rum cocktail.
Yeah.
Do you have the courage to buy me a rum cocktail?
Cowards. So our mutual friend posted this in a group chat. He said, given that he's not contributing to his campaign, this combined with his travel focus seems like he's just funding his lifestyle.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, dude.
Yeah.
And honestly, good for him, man. That's brilliant.
But you know what? He's already got the networking connections. I'm sure he knows all the community libraries and he can do events. But
he knows a few.
Bring a lot of kids artists out, you know, like work on that, bring up the next generation, you know, like really target.
Yeah, is this the Grooming World Tour?
It's just so embarrassing. It's
It's
like
just
I don't know why
funny.
you'd approve that. It's just, man, the whole campaign's just so out of. I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'm just trying to fight through it.
You should just
I
give
don't
up,
know.
dude.
I can't give up. Not just yet. Not quite yet. I had to take over for Alex's spot on the board. The Maryland Libertarian Party.
I gave up. I didn't give up. I'm just.
You had to check
Are you
out.
guys going to put him on the ballot in Maryland?
He already. Yes, he already. It's already happened. So he's on the ballot in Maryland.
But we're not doing dick for him. Nobody is. I mean,
he's not. Well, he wasn't your candidate. You're not excited about him, and you don't agree with him on a lot of things. So it's hard to get excited about. You know,
like Lars was something you get like, I'm not excited about. Like Lars, but Chase was like, no, he was like the antithetical campaign. Like it was like the embodiment of Joe Jorgensen's stupid tweet got put into like a simple campaign. You know, like imagine taking that one tweet and then putting it into a candidate. That's what Chase Oliver,
who happens to be a groomer, and then team him up with a cop.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
I remember I liked Jorgensen better than you guys did. I was like, you know, I always appreciate when somebody.
She was a libertarian.
Oh, we'd love to get. Like, I think everyone would be thrilled with her today, right? She'd be like, "Oh my God, she's so base. She's so libertarian. She's so
I know it makes you miss
she's
Joe.
so not a groomer."
Dude, that's what. Dude, literally, I have a buddy who's like, you know, super base, like, you know, basically an anarchist now. But he's like, he doesn't really pay attention to the party. But then he learned about Chase. He's like, whatever happened to Joe Jorgensen? Like, she was pretty cool. Like,
man.
I was like, she was kind of like leaned too hard on like the I'm a woman thing. He's like, whatever, dude. At least she was like saying some base shit.
Well, and she attracted a lot of women
from Harry Brown, like 30 years ago.
Like I would be in these Joe Jorgensen groups, and there were tons of girls, tons of women in there, like, you know, supporting her because she was a woman. And I was like, man, this is really attracting a lot of women to the Libertarian Party. So I saw that as a positive. I thought she was too boring and too stuffy, really. But I mean, I liked her better than you guys did for sure.
Well, now we got a gay candidate. Now even the gays are against the gay.
But
did you guys see that?
Yeah, the gays against groomers. Yeah, they came out and like they denounced like the whole Libertarian Party because of him.
That's not how I read that.
Yeah, they said that they're no longer affiliated with the Libertarian Party. Yeah, like they straight up said that.
So gay people are no longer affiliated with you guys.
Unfortunately, no. I kid. No, it's just the gays against groomers. They made a post about him. But
do they have meetings?
Is he accused of being a groomer?
Yeah.
He supports child, whatever.
I mean, the definition of groomer has been greatly expanded.
I know.
Well, listen,
I know.
Yeah, but you know what? There's two things, and they both revolve around kids. He's openly supported drag shows for children and giving hormone blockers to children. Okay,
and he still stands by those.
Yeah, so these are, to me, these things are pretty, you know, like that's not just like, oh, he's a, you know, he's into, it's not about being trans or gay or any of that kind of stuff. It's about messing with kids. And when you mess with kids, I'm sorry, but all right, what do Gays Against Groomers have to say?
So Gays Against Groomers are a nonprofit organization against the sexualization, indoctrination, and medicalization of children under the guise of LGBT, LB, AV, AV, CD, EFG, QIA, and is formally denouncing Chase Oliver as a libertarian candidate for president of the United States due to his belief on gender-affirming care for minors. Mr. Oliver supports and defends the use of hormone therapy and puberty blockers on children. Gays Against Groomers, like the Libertarian Party, supports the freedom of any competent adult to make individual decisions regarding their bodies as they see fit, but Mr. Oliver's support of gender-affirming care, quote, for minors is not consistent with its party values. As a minor is not able to consent or make permanent life-altering decisions for themselves. Gays Against Groomers asks the Libertarian Party to revoke support for Mr. Oliver's candidacy in lieu of a candidate which will put protecting America's youth first. Yep.
Who could argue with what they just said there? I mean,
Well,
what's the argument against that? Where does Chase
look
gonna
at
say?
Chase's response there? I mean, he's making a libertarian argument, which is that decisions should be made by doctors, parents, and patients, not by a legislature. Medical freedom for all. So in this case, I mean, is that not the libertarian position, to get government out of it and have it the decision made by
They picked the wrong tweet. They shouldn't have put that tweet there. But it also just goes to show the other aspect of it too, Kyle, is the fact that he is so fucking goofy. He failed on COVIDs. He failed on COVID. He took all the jabs. He masked up. He was goofy during that. And for him to be like, oh, trust your doctor. It's like they're part of the problem. They're the ones
failed at some of the most important things just so he could virtue. So whether he believed it or not, he virtued it, like signaled it. And like that was the biggest thing. Like we were at the convention in Orlando, and like I've known Chase for a long time. And like I'm not trying to down him as a person, because I know plenty of people who fell for the bullshit in my life.
Yeah, if you've been in gay circles as like you guys have, I'm sure you come across each other.
Like, and I'm not trying to like denigrate him as a person. He just went along to virtue signal. And during in Orlando, he was one of the only few people that wore a mask like every single day, and it was like a fabric mask. It wasn't even like I know people, who wore masks and stuff in my personal life. And
was it like bejazzled? Like, did he have little sequins onto it?
Bejazzled.
I mean, bedazzled.
I don't know what they call it. You know what I mean? Where you like sew sequins onto it.
It's like the extra gay version of.
Right. And like it's not like I wouldn't like not hang out with him or talk to him, or like I you know what I mean? Like I donated to his campaign when he was running in Georgia. So like it's. Because he was, he was probably like the big name at the time, and it wasn't much. It's not like I spent like a ton of money on him, but it's just like
took some of that big mailman money and
$5.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, but it's just saying, like, if you were to just as a person, I can get along with people like this, like, but it's just the fact, like, he shouldn't be running the party, like, and the thing is like it's not just me, like Mises guy. Oh, he's not my Mises guy. Like, it's the fact that like. Even some of the prags that we talk to at the like people in Wyoming, for instance, it's like one of the most prag parties. They're very anti-Mises caucus. They're run specifically against us. They trash us, whatever. But even they, like some of the members, I mean, I've talked about this before, but like they came and said, like, he's the awful candidate. He's a man. He doesn't have a husband. He's not married. He doesn't have a kid. He doesn't have anything to practically live on. But he doesn't have anything, like, it's not like he has any accomplishments in his life. Like, it's not like he's like, oh, he's this business owner. They're like, one guy, I talked about this in the After Hours podcast, but he straight up says like, oh, he's pretty much like a homeless man. Like, he's like a young homeless kid, pretty much. And it's not like he has stuff to hang his hat on, like accomplishments and I'm sorry, like, that's just what's needed for this. Like, that's what's
Why would
needed.
He hasn't been on a 500 episode long podcast.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And I'm not trying
to. Why would an accomplished person? An accomplished person is busy being accomplished. They're not going to be wasting their time with the LP candidacy.
It's true,
right?
But what about Mapstead?
Get their
he
families.
made a cool porn site.
But didn't he already like sell his business or whatever? Or
yeah,
like, but he's not currently.
He's not accomplishing currently.
Right.
I don't think.
So maybe that's what you need, somebody who like was successful, but now they just want to bask in the glory and the limelight and the power that the LP will bring you. Just
right. And it's just like, and I swear, I promise, like, it's not. Everyone is like, oh, it's because he's gay. It's because he's gay. No, like that on the list.
Well, that's
of things,
the NPR version of it,
right? And the list of things that's on the lower part for me. Like, it's not. It's just he's just not a candidate that we.
Why is
wanted.
it even on the list at all?
I'm just saying, if you were to make a list, be like, he's gay, like, well, he's not. Like, if he had all these other things, it wouldn't even matter. If he was more based about the whole COVID thing, or he was stronger in a lot of other aspects of like, oh,
or even
like,
better about being gay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think he's like really like doing that well. Like,
but look, I'm not trying to trash this whole campaign. I'm not trying. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to trash him as a person. I
James
just think
Gaydar is not going off hard enough.
Yeah. No. And I don't know. I could talk about this all night long, but it is what it is.
Save it for the after hours, bro. Even though I heard you're not coming.
I can't make. I'm not gonna come.
We're gonna come in the overflow room.
The overflow room.
You're not going to the overflow room, man?
I don't know, man. I heard there's some good Venn diagrams there too. So
I think we should, from now on, the After Hours show should be renamed the Overflow Room.
Well, speaking of which, join us in the Overflow Room. We're going to record the After Hours podcast right after this. And if you guys want to check it out, sign up for our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. You guys get access to not only the live podcast, which will send you a link. You get the listen in, you get the comment, and we'll read your comments, everything else like that. Not only we get that, but you'll get access to all of our other After Hours podcasts, which we say a lot of things we don't want to say in the free podcast. But if you guys don't like using Patreon, you can always go to prlfans.com and find other ways to donate to the show. And we also have t-shirts for sale over at libertariancountry.com. If you use the code PRL or PRL Podcast, you get a 10% discount. But if you use the code PRL2 and spend $50 or more, you'll get a 20% discount. So that about wraps it up for tonight. And until next time, live free
or die.